Hey guys, welcome to our next podcast. I'm Carolyn.
I'm Alex.
And today we are going to be talking about dressing for your size, for your wedding. So this is for the boys and the girls. But before I start, I just want to give a really big shout out to our brides for this past couple of weeks. You know who you are. I know you're watching our podcast. And I just want to say what a fantastic time we've had with each and every one of you. It's been really great weddings. It's been really fun, and I feel like I've made all these wonderful new friends. Yeah.
We love it, don't we?
We do. We love it. So thank you. And I love the fact that you watch these and you take so much away from it. So, and to all of our future brides that are watching, you know, whether it's us or if it's Luke or Sarah or Stephen that's shooting your wedding, we can't wait. And we sit around and all of us talk about your wedding and we discuss it. And like, even if we're not there physically on site, we know what's going on with your wedding, and we love to see the photos and hearing about what happens. So yeah, we're just excited for you guys, and we're excited to see your special day come and see all the really cool things you guys have put together and all the planning. I love it. So, and we've had some really great grooms parties lately too. The boys have been really good. So
that's a surprise. You sound so surprised.
Well, yeah, we had a runner for a few challenging ones.
Had to be challenging, right?
Yeah, I had one of my brides was a ballerina, and that was a really, really, really fun wedding to do. If you've ever shot a ballerina, you know they got the moves. So
They were fantastic photos.
they were, yeah,
So you can have a look at those.
yeah,
They're still up now.
they are, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So what are we talking about today? So this is a little bit, would you say it's controversial?
really good. Well, I just feel like I can
hot
speak.
subject.
Look, I can feel like I can speak to it because I would say I'm a curvy girl myself. You, however, my friends are a bit on the skinny side, but not skinny, muscly. So, and you know, I've been married 23 years now, and even 23 years ago, I remember getting my wedding dress, and at the time, Sophie Countess of Wessex was getting married, and I saw a photo of her coming out of the church, and I loved her dress, and I really wanted a dress like that. And I know for me personally, one thing I'm very self-conscious about is my arms. If you see me wearing a sleeveless top, like, send help because I've been kidnapped, and it's a sign they got to come rescue me. That's how much I don't. So there's no way on earth I was going to wear a sleeveless wedding dress. So I ended up going to a dressmaker and getting my dress made so it fit my body perfectly. And, you know, it's something that even 23 years later, I don't regret. That I can look at my photos and, like, I think my only regret was I wanted different lace on my dress, and my mum had her heart set on a certain type of lace, so I went with what mum wanted. And so, but in terms of the style, I was really happy with it. And my dress was a heavier satin fabric too. And fabric plays a big part in your wedding dress and how it looks, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, so if you've seen any of our work or our earlier work, you would have seen our Cloudland photos. So that's the one where Kat's lying on the couch, kind of like that. And if you look at Kat's dress in that photo, she had a satin dress on, and satin dresses are beautiful in terms of how they move off camera, wouldn't you say?
They swirl around and they just kind of hang in the air.
Because they're heavier, and so there's
It's almost
have
like
more
they move in
movement.
slow motion.
full motion, and so it really creates those nice lines. So if you're really looking for a classical, elegant dress that is very flattering on any body type or shape, satin is a really great material.
Well, this might be controversial, but what about colours? What are slimming colours? And
Well,
also maybe for the guys.
yeah, and guys have it too. Like, I would say that if your guy is in the muscly
Plus size.
department,
Oh,
plus
mus-
size, I don't know, I was being nine.
All right.
A shirt and suspenders does not necessarily do them favors, but then neither does a double-breast oversized jacket. You really, I think it's about taking the time to actually going and getting a suit fitted properly, would you say?
Definitely. Definitely the shirt too, because I mean the amount of times where we come down to trying to get the top button up
Yeah, and they can't.
I so you can't get the top button up, or it's so tight around here, it's actually showing flesh.
Yeah, so trying that on
So that
at least
more important.
2 weeks to a week before.
So it's important for the guys as it is the girls to get nicely fitted and comfortable, that they feel comfortable in.
And I do think like the navy blues look really good and very flattering. The typical tuxes look really flattering as well. They have just a very nice cut to them, and they tend to suit any body shape and type. But anything double-breasted, if you've got a big tummy as a guy, it makes you look bigger because it kind of adds more material. And like the camera, it doesn't. The camera will enhance it rather than disguise it. So
And that's where we get angles.
angles, yes.
We work on angles. We always work on angles.
I always work at angles.
You looking your best on the day is going to help stuff.
Yep. And Kat, I think this made a really good comment. She said, dress for the body you have, not the body you want to have. And so when you buy your wedding dress, don't go, oh, well, I'm going to lose 20 kilos, so it's going to be great. Because life happens, let's be honest. We've all done it. Oh, I'm going to lose weight. And then time just flies by and you don't. And then you get to your wedding day and you're like, oh, it's really all about you getting your photos back for us and just being happy. Like, I don't want your photos to not look at them because you don't like how you look. Because everyone is beautiful. Everyone can and does look amazing given if you give yourself the right equipment. Like for me personally, if I was to get married again, I showed you the dress this morning.
Yeah.
And there's like an A-line with a flare, and it had a cape like sewn to the shoulders. Yeah, I would choose that.
Maybe can find that picture.
Yeah, we'll pop it up. So for me, that would suit my body shape, and it looks amazing, and it would suit for a wedding. So a lot of wedding dress traditionally are sleeveless. I don't know why, but they are. And so when you're going in to try these dresses on, I think a lot of the options that you're given are sleeveless. So don't buy a dress and go going to add on sleeves later, because you won't. You're going to get busy
You won't get around
and
to
you
it.
won't get around to it. When you buy that dress, make sure it already has the sleeves, or it has the cape, or it has whatever you need already with the dress. And then take photos from all angles. Like take the horrible ones from down below and from behind and from there, because those are what you're going to see on your wedding day. You want to make sure you look good from all angles.
Great.
Yeah. And look, the same with your bridesmaids too. If you've got a plus size bridesmaid, I would steer away from dresses like the infinity dresses that have a very thin kind of satiny stretchy material, because they tend to show like that
Everything.
stick to your
Yeah. Shows everything.
lumps and bumps is what I'm trying to say. And the smaller girls look amazing in them, but you go over an 18 to a 20 and they just stop looking so amazing. And it's, you want your bridesmaids to look and feel good too on your special day, so they feel good about themselves in the photos and your photos look great. So keep that in mind if you do have bigger bridesmaids. I know my bridesmaids, I was bigger than my bridesmaids. They were like tiny, but I ended up being able to get like dresses for $20 from Rockman's. I was black and gold. I hardly ever see black and gold as colours, so I'm quite proud of my colours. Yeah, I might put a throwback photo in here and you can have a look at my wedding colours if you want. Yes, anyway, so a really good resource, if you haven't already, check out Laneway Bridal. They're a little boutique bridal store, but they have a really, really good range, and they're actually able to do dupes of a lot of the more popular styles. And the lady that owns it, she's very invested and she's very good at picking out styles. Another one that I highly recommend is Exquisite Gowns by Yvonne. She tailor makes gowns. She has off the rack gowns, but also makes them as well. And she really works hard to make sure your gowns are fitting you properly and suit your body. For bridesmaids dresses, highly recommend actually JJ's House. It is an online store, but they have a very good range and they're quite true to size. But I always advise to go up a size when you order, because it's easy to take it in than get it taken out. And they have a lot of flattering styles for bridesmaids. JJ's house, and you'll find the price point will be similar to if you were to buy the Infinity dresses as well. It's just about being organized, ordering it early, that you can send them back if you're not happy. You can get samples. Literally thousands upon thousands of people have ordered successfully from JJ's. So really recommend them for that. ASOS have some nice bridal wear too for curvier girls that we've shot, and they look amazing. Like real, especially into the more retro kind of contemporary. Retro and contemporary I know is kind of goes again, but I think retro is becoming contemporary at the moment. So maybe a non-classical style would be a better way of saying that. So you share with us your thoughts about the groom's clothing.
I like, because the bride, hang on, I can't say it that way. Can I say bride? Because we're talking about bride and groom, aren't we?
Mm.
Let's say, what is it? A man and a man, a woman and a woman.
The bride or brides. Say that.
Okay. All right. So, bridal brides, they put a lot of effort into getting the dress, getting ready, picking stuff out. And then in the past, we have had some grooms sort of turn up looking like scruff bags.
Yes.
And it kind of ruins all the effort the bride has made. So, I think it's really important that the boys get properly fitted as well, and they don't just slap anything together.
Shirts are tucked.
Always seeing stuff like, mix and match suits as well.
Yeah, and that was at a really nice venue too. So obviously decent money's
Just people have just
on the venue, but the boys were like,
thrown together in a thing they could find.
I know. I was looking at the photos and I thought, gosh, even the ties were mismatched.
Yeah. Like a grey suit, navy suit,
a red
black
tie.
suit. So
Navy tie. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, colours as well. So I think if you think about it, so white and white, if your bride's getting married in white and you're in white as well, they don't contrast well together.
Yeah.
So,
and I think it tends to be bigger in the more what am I trying to say? Like certain cultures tend to steer towards white wedding suits for men. Okay.
Yeah.
Which we've seen, but it's a lot harder to get these photos.
For me, the best, black and white. That's it.
Like it does look the best, yeah.
Yeah.
As again,
just black.
Vanessa,
Just black.
example.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And again, it's your wedding.
You do you, whatever you want. Yes. At the end of the day, you've got to be happy with your photos or what you've seen.
But just in my opinion, the guys need to look good as well.
Yeah. And colours.
Properly fitted suits.
Yeah.
Nice shirts and ties.
Yeah. So
everything matching, colour
everything's matching, but dress for your body type and your body shape. Don't dress for trends. I cannot stress that enough. Like, I'm happy that 23 years later, I can still look back on my wedding photos and be happy with my wedding dress. And I was plus size back then too. So, it's something you want. You don't want to just keep looking back on your wedding photos and feel bad about yourself. These are precious memories for years to come. So just keep that in mind when you're choosing your dress. It's such an exciting time and it's fun. It's so fun. But make sure you're true to yourself and true to what you feel in your heart and what you feel comfortable with, not what anyone else thinks. Okay? Because it's all up to you. It's your wedding. And finally, my one other final little brand is your choice of underwear for under your dress. So if you're a bigger breasted lady, going braless may not be an option, but if you need to wear a bra under your dress, then perhaps having a strapless dress is not a great idea because there's a good chance you're going to see your bra strap is going to come out of your thing, and then you're going to have to ask us to edit that bra strap out of your photos. And that is going to cost you extra because that's a lot of work to do. Conversely, if you are not wearing a bra or you're wearing a bumba or boob tape, factor in how long it takes for you to get that ready and make sure that time is factored in your getting ready time. If you know it's going to take you a good 20 minutes to get the girl sorted and taped up, make sure you allow that in your run sheet too, because we have been caught out a bit on a couple of weddings where the actual getting into the dress took far longer than anticipated because of getting the situation sorted. Yeah, so those are our tips. I hope they've helped. I hope that we've helped you just realize, just be the best you can be. Look the best for you. Doesn't matter what anyone else is wearing. It doesn't matter what is on trend. It just matters that you feel amazing.
Yeah. So don't try and look like a Kardashian.
Yeah, well, if you look like a Kardashian, do it. But if you don't, do you. Look the best you can look. Perfect.
Hope you like that, guys.
See you next week, guys. Bye.